when you feel like you're the only one left. I only am left, and they seek my life to take it away. Elijah had just come off a spiritual high. God had sent fire down from heaven on Mount Carmel to prove he was the only true God. The false prophets were defeated. The people saw his glory. You'd think that would be the moment Elijah would feel unstoppable. But the next chapter tells a different story. Jezebel threatened his life, and Elijah ran not just a short run, but far into the wilderness. Worn out, afraid, and alone, he collapsed under a juniper tree and told God he was ready to die. That's where this verse comes in. Twice Elijah says it, even I only am left. He felt like nobody else cared about God anymore. Nobody else was standing for truth. Nobody else was fighting the good fight. Maybe you've been there. You look around at the world and all you see is sin paraded like it's something to be proud of. You speak the truth and people mock you or call you hateful. Even in church, it can feel like the word of God is watered down to keep people happy. It's heavy. It's exhausting. It makes you want to throw your hands up and say, what's the point? Nobody's listening anyway. But here's the thing. God didn't scold Elijah for being tired. He fed him twice, he let him rest. Then he called him to Mount Horeb. There, Elijah expected God to show up in a dramatic way. In the wind, in the earthquake, in the fire. But the Lord wasn't in any of those. Instead, he came in a still small voice. And in that quiet moment, God reminded Elijah of two things. Even when the noise of the world is deafening, God's voice still speaks. You're not alone. God told Elijah there were 7,000 others who had not bowed to Baal. Elijah couldn't see them, but they were there. If we think we're the only ones left, sometimes it's because we've stopped looking for what God is still doing. We see the evil loud and clear, but we miss the quiet faithfulness of the remnant. Yes, the world is corrupt. Yes, people are turning their backs on Christ. Yes, it feels like no one listens, but feelings aren't the same as truth. The truth is, God still has his people. The Spirit of God still works. His word is still sharp and alive. The gospel still saves. You and I are not the last light left in the darkness. We're part of a fire God himself is keeping alive until the day he calls us home. So if you feel worn out, unheard, or invisible, remember Elijah, eat rest. Listen for that still small voice, and then get back up. Because the mission isn't over, and you are not alone.